Hey, I am Desiree Cocroft, a speaker, author, transformation coach, and life strategist, here to help you get your life. And today we're going to talk a little bit about how to be a high achiever and to manage all the things. So recently I had someone ask me, after sharing with them all the things that I do, how do you do it all? I was like, great question. How do I do it all? And so I just want to help you if you're in this space of, you're a high achiever, but you know that there is something missing. There is something that you actually want to pursue that maybe you haven't pursued yet, or you want to deepen some things in your personal life, like your relationships with people in your family, friends, or romantic relationships. Or maybe there are some things that you want to do differently as a person. Maybe there's some self-actualization things that you want to take more time in, but being so focused in maybe this one area that you're looking to achieve in, or you have been achieving in, has really kind of put you in this, hamster wheel phase. And I've talked about that hamster wheel phase in other videos. And so if that sounds like you, then this is going to be really good for you. So the first thing is to really define what is all. What are all the things that you feel like you definitely want to have a part of your life right now? And so all is really going to change over time. And so knowing what all is going to be important for you, because knowing what all is will help you know what are going to be the things that I actually make time for or make as a priority in seasons of my life or in this season of my life. And that's going to make all the difference. So right now, my nonprofit is very important to me. So the work that I do as a board director is there. My day job, obviously, is important to me because that helps me do all the things that I can do, and I really love what I do. My personal business is important because it helps me be able to, do more of what I enjoy in speaking and coaching and really touching the lives of people that I'm not able to actually do through my day job. So this also gives me the opportunity to just expand that. And then, I really love relationships. So I love hanging out, deepening relationships with mentees, friends, family, and also seeking dating relationships. And then obviously I have to take care of myself. So there are things that I personally want to do for my own life satisfaction. And so I think it's really important to define what are those things. So once you define what those things are, then you're going to have to kind of lay out prioritization. And so that's the biggest thing that a lot of people kind of get stuck with is like, well, how do I prioritize? And I think we have to just be okay with, we're not going to hit all of the things in one day, and we're not going to hit all of the things even in 1 week. And so sometimes you have to prioritize in seasons, and maybe for you, the season that you want to prioritize might be, in 3-month spans or 12-week spans. There is a great book out there called The 12-Week Year, which I love, and I love using with clients, and I use it for myself. But in this book, 12-Week Year really just talks about, what are the things that are most important to you in 12 weeks. And it doesn't have to be, the traditional quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, but just in 12 weeks. If you can take your year and put it in 12 weeks, what would you want to focus on or accomplish? And so if that's the route you want to go forth and be prosperous and pick 12 weeks. But just pick a time frame that makes the most sense for you and prioritize those things within that time frame. And then when that time frame is up, see if you need to reprioritize. So for instance, I have a really busy time at my day job. I am a coach for a lot of educational organizations, and so I do a lot of training, a lot of coaching in the July and August timeframe. So I'm typically on the road. Sometimes I'm out of town every day. I'm on a plane every day. So taking care of myself during that busy time is actually the highest priority. And then right after that is keeping in touch with family and friends, because that actually helps me mentally sustain myself when I'm traveling a lot and really focusing on my day job. So as a result, the things that I do in my personal business and what I'm doing as a volunteer in my dance company kind of take a back seat during that time. So I typically have to do some front work before that busy time so that everything doesn't just fall apart because I'm on the road. So that's just an example of when you have that busy season, How can you kind of prepare for it, prepare those other parts of your life so they don't fall apart, and then just determine, well, I'm going to have a busy season in this one area of my life. How am I going to decide what other things are going to take precedence? And so that's just an example. So remember, figuring out what all is, and then second, figure out what is the season or the time frame that I want to use to prioritize. Those two things are a great start to kind of get you going on how to do it all. And then everything else that you may have found as something that you were doing or feeling like it was pressing and important is not really that important. If it doesn't fall into your all category, and it's not something that even comes up for any reason to prioritize in those months or weeks or whatever you use to be your measuring stick for the time frame you want to prioritize, then it doesn't matter as much. It'll get done if it needs to get done. It's not a big deal. In my book, Get Your Life Today, 7 Success Hacks for Life, Leadership, and Business, I talk about big baby steps. And in that chapter of big baby steps, I talk a lot about just kind of choosing the thing that you would need to do over time in small amounts. And so sometimes we don't need to have a whole bunch of things that are prioritized in a given time frame. Sometimes we just need to break that thing down and do the little things. And so when you know you have little things that can help you get to your big goal, you're not as concerned about some of the other noise that comes around you, like the shiny objects or the things people tell you you're supposed to do right now, or the things you might feel like you're obligated to do for whatever reason. So I want to encourage you, think about the big baby steps way, and that means really peeling back all that extra stuff and just focusing in on those high priorities and breaking those things down. And everything else will do what it needs to do. So thank you so much for coming to this really quick video. You have goodies in the description below. Remember, you always have access to that free clarity toolkit that I have for you, so feel free to click that. And you can always get my book, Get Your Life Today, as well, so feel free to click on that. And if you would like to check out the book that I mentioned earlier, 12-Week Year, feel free to download it on me for Audible. This is an affiliate link, but it is a small commission for me to continue to do the work that I do for you all on YouTube. But Audible is an awesome, awesome tool. I love Audible. I am an Audible subscriber. It has helped me grow in so many ways. And the 12-Week Year is a way that you can grow listening to different ways to execute on the things that you desire using Audible. So go ahead and click that link for a 1-month free subscription. And until the next time, go and be great, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.